19, 20. I was just washing my hands. I had some things I wanted to tell you guys about. We're going to start online learning on Monday, April 6th. And there's some things I wanted you to know about. Before you do anything, you should make sure you have a clean space to work. Wait a minute. Wait, that's better. Hey, Mabel. The first thing I want you to know is that our remote home learning doesn't start until Monday, April 6th. It's kind of going to be like our new online school. Every day we're going to have morning meeting at 9:30 a.m. on Zoom. On Fridays, we're going to do a closing circle at 3 o'clock p.m. Every day I expect you to do 3 hours of schoolwork. But the great thing is you get to choose how you spend your time. Every week, I want you to get one of these checklists out. You can ask mom or dad to help you print it, or just look at it on the computer. Here's where you write your name. I'm going to write Miss Alexis. At the top, it says, My Home Learning Choices. And it also says April 6th through the 10th. Circle or check your choices, depending on if you want to print this out or just do it on the computer. I expect you to read for 30 minutes every day. I also expect you to practice writing for 30 minutes, do 15 minutes of phonics practice and 15 minutes of math practice, practice science or doing something art related for 30 minutes, and exercising for 60 minutes at least. This is a fun reading option. It's called Raz Kids, but the title here is Kids A to Z. It's the same thing. You type in for your website, kidsa-z.com, and where it says your teacher's username, you gotta type in my first initial, which is A for Alexis, and then my last name, which is Markavage, and then the number 1. When you've done that, you click go. And here's our whole class. So I'm just gonna click on Aiden's name. Thanks, Aiden. Everybody's password is the same. It's the strawberry. Just click that, and then press go. Just click reading, my assignment. That's where I'm going to put books, just like I would in your normal book bag in the classroom. If you look down here, here's a bunch of books you probably recognize. You can click here to listen to it read to you, and when you're done listening to it read to you, you can click here for a quiz. And the quiz is kind of cool. Let me show you. Now, I don't expect you to read this to yourself. If it's kind of tricky, the great thing is that you can actually click it here, and it'll read it to you.
How would your face look if you lost a favorite toy?
Oh man, I don't know.
Sad. Shy.
I definitely feel like I would be sad if I lost my favorite toy. So I'm going to click A. And then I can click next to answer more questions. Now I'm going to go back. Aiden, I've already done 2 of your questions for you already. This is another really fun reading option. I love it because it has some of our favorite books on here. It's called Epic, getepic.com. Once you're on the website, you go up here and you click Login. I want you to click here, Students and Educators. The next thing you need to do is put in our class code, which is YUV5782. Then you click Go. Now you look for your name. If you see there's a lot of kids that you don't recognize from our class, those are kids that used to be in my class, and they're all here. I'm going to click on Alto's name just as an example. Now, there are lots of cool books to choose from. You can click on any of these titles that you see. Or you can go up here to the mailbox, which is a place where you can find all the books that I've assigned to you. It'd be really cool if we can all read some of the same books. It's totally fine if you also just want to read a good book you have at home too. If you want to try out another option for phonics and for math, you can do 15 minutes on this website. It's called education.com, but when you go to the link that I sent your parents, it'll say Brainsy at the top. So where I want you to click is down here at the bottom. It says use access code. This is where we put in our classroom code. 27HKDX. Once you put this code in, click go. Here's all of our names in our class. Let me try out Derek's. If you look down here, everything's locked until you finish your assignments. Then, if you still have time in your 15 minutes, you can play something else. Click here to see your assignments. So you'll have a chance to do both math and phonics on this website. Another website that I want to show you how to use is something called Splash Learn. A lot of you guys have already tried it. This website used to be called Splash Math. You go up to the top and you click Sign In. From here, I want you to click Class. I know you're at home, but this is kind of a different situation. I want you to just click Class. Our class code is ISUNWQ. Once you type that in, it'll automatically take you to our page of all the kids in our class. From here, you can click on your name. I'm going to click on Harvey's name. Now, our password is the strawberry. Everybody's password is the same. Here's the place where I want you to go first. It'll tell you what I've assigned for you. Alright, this is one of the most important websites that I want your parents to know how to use. So if they haven't been watching the video with you, go and get them right now, because this is important. Once you've logged in with your student email, which hopefully mom and dad can help you do, you can click on one of the classrooms. It's almost like a real classroom at school. This is the art room with Anne, and this is our classroom. And guess what? We're going to share this one with Abram. So all of our work is going to be the same. You just click here, and this is kind of like the class page that has all the updates, all the new things you might want to check out. If you want to share something, you can click here and ask your parents to help you share something you want to say or post a picture of something you did. You can do it right here. Up here is where it says classwork. This is really important. This is where I'm going to post all the assignments that you need to know about. You can print out one of their worksheets and do one of these instead. Just ask mom or dad to please take a picture of it when you're finished and post it on here so I can see how you did. This is where you're going to find the links to our Zoom sessions. Every day, like I said, we're going to have a Zoom morning meeting at 9:30. So I'm going to post the link. It's going to be new every single time we have a meeting. So you'll click this link and it'll open up to our meeting. But don't click it until 9:30 when we're having the meeting. So this one is for Monday. The last thing I want to show you how to do online is go on Zoom. So this is really important that you're doing this with mom and dad's help. The first thing that'll show up once you click on the link is maybe a picture. Here's a picture of me and one of my students, my first year of teaching. This is Chloe. Now, if you're going to join with your video, you got to click down here and click Start Video. Here I am. Hi. So, the next thing I want you to know how to do is click Mute and Unmute. Right now it says Unmute. So, if I click this, it means that I can talk in the Zoom session. Now, I can talk, but if it's not my turn to share, I'm going to ask you to make sure that this has a little red line through it. You're just going to wait until I tell you that it's your turn to talk, and that's how you know when how you can share your voice. Now let me tell you some rules about using Zoom in our morning meetings and closing circle too. One of the number one things I want you to do is be kind and patient. I always want you to be kind. So just because we're at home doesn't mean that it's any different than being at school. You have to be kind to other kids. And be patient. Be patient with everyone. If your Zoom session is not working so well on your computer, don't get mad. It's going to be fine. We're just going to be patient through all this process. It's kind of different and kind of weird for all of us, so it's okay if it goes wrong. We're going to work it out. Rule number 2, stay mute unless I tell you that it's your turn to talk. If I call on you, then you can go off mute. Rule number 3, don't bring anything to your computer that's going to distract you. Sometimes it's okay to bring something that you're going to use for show and tell, but if it's going to get in the way of you listening to other kids and to me, then maybe just keep it put aside. Rule number 4, be present. No, I don't mean like a present like you get on your birthday. I mean like try to focus on the Zoom session. Don't look around to things that are going on outside of the computer. And try not to walk away from your camera, because we can all see if you do that, which is kind of silly. Also, if you can, try not to be late. It's good if we all start at 9:30 so that you don't miss anything. And don't leave early either if you can help it. Okay, now's the part where Mabel and I are going to answer some questions that you guys have had for me. Do you want me to read the first question, Mabel? Okay. It says, Miss Alexis, am I the only one who's staying at home? My parents won't let me come to school. That's a good question. No, we're all staying at home right now. I'm healthy, and so is everyone in our class. School is empty, so you're not missing anything by staying at home. We're staying at home like other people in our neighborhoods in order to keep other people healthy. When we go outside and we touch doorknobs and other things, there's a chance we could spread the disease called COVID-19 to other people. Okay, you want to hear the next question? Since we're at home, does that mean it's summer vacation? What a good question. Nope. The answer is that we still have school. We're going to start school on Monday, and I expect you to get all of your work done every single day. Next question says, how will you help me? Can my parents work with me? Your parents can definitely work with you, but they should be sending me your work every Friday. So there's no need to make sure that your work is done perfectly. And I expect you to be doing it as independently as you can. They shouldn't be sitting with you every single day to get every single thing done. They probably have work to do too. So, it may seem kind of tough to do schoolwork when you haven't done it in a while, but I want you to do your best. That's rule number 5, right? The next question reads, what about book buddies? That's such a good question, right, Mabel? Well, some of you, I think, have gotten in touch with your book buddies. If you want to get in touch with your book buddy and you're having trouble with mom and dad, let me know and I'll try to get you in touch. It would be really cool if you could have a call with them at least once a week. And I was actually thinking that some books like Gerald and Piggy would be really fun to read. Like you could read the Piggy part and they could read Gerald and you can read it back and forth on the phone. You can also probably find some books online on Epic that you both can see at the same time. Okay, ready for another question? All right. It says, Miss Alexis, I miss you and my friends at school. I even miss Mabel. When can I see you? What if I still have questions and need your help? That's a really good question. I'm still your teacher, and I miss you too. I miss all of you guys. We will have Zoom calls every day at 9:30 and on Fridays at 3. So, we'll be able to see each other starting on Monday, even if it's just online. You can also join my Zoom session anytime between 10 and 11. I'm just going to be on Zoom for anybody who wants to come on and talk to me. And if you have any questions for me or do you want to tell me something, then that's cool too. I'm going to be online from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock every day. I'm also going to be online for parents from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock for questions that they might have. And I just want to let you know that I'm still here for you. I'm still your teacher. I'm going to be your teacher next year, so I don't think you should worry. This is going to be something weird, something that's not so fun for a little bit, because it's not what we're used to, but I think it's something that we're always going to remember. And we're going to do it together, so you're not alone. Okay, I love you, and I hope that you have a great weekend, and I will be seeing you on Monday.